Hey guys, welcome to the good, bad, and ugly of my journey to skinny. This is day 4, and I'm going to tell you right now, I've actually gotten a little down about my stomach. Now, I'm going to let you know, some things can't be helped, like with the hormonal change when a woman starts menopause. Some women end up with such a huge belly. Others seem to not get a stomach at all. But it's part of the issue, and it's also part of the battle. And it does make it harder, and if a woman really applies herself, then there is something that can be done. So last night I did turn around and eat again. I had a miniature deep dish pizza. I mean, it was a very small one, only 410 calories. And it was pepperoni, so it had some protein. But that's all that I ate. And like I said, I was hungry again. Today I have had a dual pack of Milky Ways. I could have settled with a single, but I also had a shrimp salad that just had romaine lettuce, a little bit of red cabbage and some carrot, shrimp, and Catalina Light, and a dish called ranch chicken, which actually consisted of a couple different cream soups, shredded chicken, and rotel chili and tomato. You know what goes into the quesos, rotel. And it also consisted of cheddar cheese. It was a baked dish, and that was pretty good. And then later I had a Whopper that I shared with Bouncy. So Bouncy enjoyed it. I didn't eat all of it. Bouncy got quite a bit of it. I tried to share some of my food with my dog, so therefore I'm cutting a little bit on it, but not everything she gets, because maybe it's got too much spice for her. And also I had a medium-sized fry. She didn't eat any of them, but I didn't eat all of them either. So that's all I've had today. Which, when I tick it off like that, it doesn't sound like very much. But the good thing is it was decent in protein, like the shrimp, the chicken, the cheese, the beef patty on the burger. A lot of protein today, and not as much carbs, save the 2 candy bars. So yeah, not too drastic. So this is the dress that hubby got me, and looking in the camera, it's flattering on me. But the thing is, I just got back from investing from some sort of girdle. Now this is a what they call waist nipper. It's set up similar to a corset because it's got ribs in it, but it's not quite a corset. But the way it's set up, it's just tight enough to cinch the stomach a little bit. I'm not sure how much I had cinched. I didn't even bother to measure it after I'd put it on. Surely at least it done about an inch, maybe an inch and a half. I had measured myself around a week ago, and it showed that I was 40 and 1/8, or 3/8, 40 and 3/8, I think. And I measured myself this morning because I thought, well, my stomach looks a little smaller. And when I did, it showed up 41 and 5/8. And I thought, oh, that can't be right. So I looked again, I remeasured, and sure enough, 41 and 5/8. And so that just, it really, as I said, I ended up getting a little bit into the dumps, having to deal with this. Now, I was at my mother-in-law's today, and I told her, I said, for the time being, I realize I've got the stomach and I'm doing what I can with it, but as far as it goes for the fat on the rest of my body, at least I can try to lose that and then see if that maybe there's something going on with my gut, maybe something that needs to be surgically removed. Who knows? I'm going to get just a little touchy here and a little bit medical, like, I mean, it's not medical, but just a little touchy for like women's ears. As it goes, like, I'm hard up here and then I get softer down here, and right about here when I press in, it feels like it's bruised. Now, I had my tubes done back in 2003. My son was 8 weeks old, and when they was doing my tubes, they ended up slicing the one, and so they ran on ahead and removed it so I wouldn't suffer consequences later with it. And I kind of wonder if maybe something had started forming out of that, some kind of a scar tissue or something, because honestly, it's kind of odd on this side. And it has been ever since I got my tubule. I know there was one time I went into the hospital because I was struggling breathing and I was having some chest pains, which I thought it was angina. They was double checking to make sure I wasn't having a heart attack. Well, it turned out it wasn't either. I don't know what it was though. And they injected me with I'm not quite positive what it was, but it was something that they had to inject in my stomach. Now, my husband had gotten a similar injection like the year prior. And so when they injected this side, because they didn't inject the same side, and while I was there, they had ended up injecting me twice. So the first time they injected me was on this side, and it burned like it was supposed to. Hubby said it was supposed to burn, and it did. It burned on this side. But when they injected this side, I didn't feel a burning, but instead it kind of felt like a bruise. It was different. The feeling was different on this side from this side. So I see Loden, my doctor, next month, and I'm going to tell him my concerns about my stomach. Now, I do realize that when you overeat, you get a gut. I also realize that when you get menopause with the hormonal changes, it can cause the stomach to swell as well. But I want to double make sure. Know what I mean? The way I see it, I'd rather find out if I've got a fair chance or not. If it happens to be because it is menopause basically and nothing else, then it's going to be a battle for the rest of my life, and possibly one that I won't win. Even if I lose the fat on the rest of my body, it might be something that I don't win in my stomach. But if it happens to be something that could be surgically removed, then I would like to see if it would be possible for me to get that done, so I've got a fair fighting chance. I really struggle with my self-esteem when it comes to my stomach. I really do. The rest of my body, I don't struggle with that. I know I've got fat parts, and I know that it's just a simple matter of exercise and not eating so much. I can get rid of that. But I really do wonder about my stomach, if I've got a fair fighting chance or not. It's rather discouraging, unfortunately. I was kind of thinking about maybe going on 1 week of a liquid fast where when I'm hungry I drink broth and bouillon, and of course like tea and coffee, and I would allow the coffee to still have the creamer and sugar in it, you know. Just a liquid fast, no solids. I thought about doing that for a week. I'm still considering it whether or not, and see if there's a difference in my stomach after 1 week. I'll keep you updated to let you know if I attempt that. I would have to definitely turn down any kind of solid food. I would definitely have to do that. And I mean, I've done a liquid fast for me to have a colon check, but I don't know if I could do it for a complete week. I don't know. Rich, not to mention, I had to do clear broth only. I didn't get the privilege of doing coffee with creamer and sugar. But yeah, if I did that, it would be any kind of liquid throughout the day. Mostly non-calorie, or at least, you know. Anyway, I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. I will let you know by tomorrow what my decision is. I know I was going to have these very short, but I wanted to share that about my gut and how I'm feeling about it and what I've done about it to at least make me feel a little bit more confident, so to speak. So anyway, I love you guys. I appreciate you. You all are so terrific. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any videos, and give me a thumbs up. I greatly appreciate that. And you become another part of my YouTube family, whom I love so very much and who are precious to me. So anyway, as I said, you all are awesome and I love you. You all have a great day.